to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. He gets free. He's inside the 40. Inside the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, New York. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco. And the Jets are going to take over just shy of midfield.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. You're not going to get away with it at this level.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A give. Here's Hall. A big hole. And he will go all the way. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First down. Allen reaching for it. The tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage. but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. In this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, throw here for Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. Oh, what about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. Big time play there for Buffalo. It's a gain of 49.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. That's Washington, the man in motion. Allen, going to give it to Cook. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now give on the ground. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
3rd, they need 8. That is caught out wide on the RPO. He'll be stopped here short of the 1st down marker. Penalty flag is out as well. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That is hauled in at the 5. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. So 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Now a design run. It's Allen, and he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
I love this call on 4th down, Mike. Put the game in the hands of your quarterback. Don't overthink it. In this case, let him do it himself, and he picks up a big 1st down.
Here's Allen to throw. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Allen now on 2nd down. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Bills.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
And And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Safe kick taken at the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. To throw here to begin the drop. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
To the air again on 2nd and 10. He's got room past the 35. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Yeah, the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
This one caught by Waller. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To the air one more time. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, that ball was thrown. Me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Off the play fake, it's Allen. Exiting the pocket right. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They go play action now. Here's Allen. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. The ball comes out. And this will be recovered by the offense. So they avoid the catastrophe of the finish. Time runs out, and that's the end of the first half. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. Here comes a return from the 5. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the give, it's Hall. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup there of 13. And the Jets have a 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, check that.
Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Ready? Half the 60. Half the 19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
18 run. Go. Go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll run. It's Hall. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Push back to the 11-yard mark for 2nd and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Mustang 19. 79 for Panther 11. Panther 11.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
To the goal line and in. Arian Smith. Touchdown, Jets.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
On play action, Allen moving to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Allen. On the move left. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play. When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball. And I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll have the Jets 1st down. He'll get this up past the 40-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They'll stay on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
On second and 10, though, try to throw. That's caught. It's Braylon Allen. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to 60. Back to 60. Go.
Up the middle they go. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
The 37-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
So, from the 37, here's second and 9.
19, Tiger, 19.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up third down.
Got it. Ready?
Third and inches.
Cougar, 19. Panther 6. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Well, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Here's first and 10.
Mustang 19. Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Panther 11. Panther 11. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. He'll swing this one out to Hall. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 16-yard line.
18 Rebel. 18 Rebel. 19 Lion. Pump 19. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw. This is caught 2. And the Jets going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
Big time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
Check Bobcat. Check Bobcat.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Brings up second.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Throwing here on third. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction. Steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. He'll get this out to the left flat, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5. It sets up second and 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A run up the middle with Cook. Room to run past midfield. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he will score. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up, but we got ourselves a ball game.
They're going to try to run it in. And he gets into the end zone. The aggressive call works. They take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's when the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And off, here comes Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
I had defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Up close to the 45-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
44-yard line. They'll
look to throw again. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. A Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Go!
They'll stick to the ground.
Job well done right there. 3rd and inches. You want to chop, step, go east and west. You're just trying to hit this thing downhill as hard as possible, run right at the defense. And he doesn't get a whole lot, but he does get the first down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Raylan Allen. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. Here we go. 1st and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Hall. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12.
Reno! Hey! Bronco switch! Bronco switch! 70 Lion!
They'll run. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. And they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. They'll run here, and he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
We are set for a great finish. Timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the game. So big kick coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to win the game. This kick is good. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They are moving on in these playoffs.
Twisting my words and bringing up the past, baby, you know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama. I want this shit now and I got your back. I promised that I would've never gotten phone if I knew I would get so attached. I promised that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping.